Hello world, welcome back to Agile on the Trail. It is Tuesday, March 7th, and I find myself at Tar Hollow State Park. I have never been here. It was on the Ohio Department of Natural Resources website, and hey, there's a backpack trail here, consisting of two loops. The northern loop is like 8.3 miles, according to the map. That's the one I'll be hiking today. And then there's a southern loop as well that is also, I think, 8.3 miles, but there's actually there's a little bit of a smaller loop attached to it that if you take that, it ends up being 10 miles total. I might hike that later this week. It is a bit windy, so apologies. I'm on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. It is my recording device of choice for these hikes, these videos, and for my Appalachian Trail attempt coming very soon. I'm excited and I am nervous. It's a little bit over 3 weeks from when I depart to go down to Amicalola Falls Lodge, rest up there, resupply for my first trek onto the Appalachian Trail, starting April 1st. However, today it is about hiking a little bit over 8 miles on a trail that I am unfamiliar with, but it's a decent day. It's partly cloudy. It's supposed to get to be mostly sunny by the end of the hike today. It is breezy, a little chill in the air, but you know, start bold, start cold. Nose is running already. That is me. Anytime the weather goes south, a little chilly, my nose just runs. Anyways, I'm here at the parking area right up against the dam. So right up there is a recreational lake, small lake, like I don't know how many acres. I'm going to guess somewhere around 10 to 15. It's not big. I drove around it earlier. The trail is blazed in red. There is no trail head here to sign in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hike down to the other parking area first on this northern loop to see if there's a sign in there. Again, I've never been here. Wanted to do the northern loop. I wanted to come to this parking lot based on the maps and everything else that I was looking at. And yeah, I was hoping to see a sign-in station, a little kiosk or whatever. Yeah, might be down on the other one. Anyways, I am going to get the backpack on and start the hike. Looking around, as you can see behind me, that's the hill I'm going to go up against now. It's a bit more of a rugged terrain than the Zaleski Backpack Trail. It's going to be, I think, a lot more ups and downs, which is great. I need that going into the Appalachian Trail attempt starting April 1st, 3+ weeks. So anyways, I'm going to go back and get everything on and get going. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. So the Tar Hollow Trail that I'm on is marked with red, which you see above the blue. Give you one guess what the blue mark means. All right, I don't know what you guessed, but I'll tell you what it means. This part of the trail is now shared with the Buckeye Trail here in Ohio. The Buckeye Trail also runs through Old Man's Cave, Cedar Falls, and Ash Cave, which you have seen in a prior video. I am, like I said before, not too far away from those destinations, those spots, points of interest. However, this is the part of the trail that coincides with the Buckeye Trail. Depending on how the Appalachian Trail goes, I've been contemplating maybe doing sections of the Buckeye Trail. It also runs by very close to where I grew up in eastern Ohio, where my parents are still located. Just another food for thought. Anyways, still heading towards the second parking area. Should be relatively close. Most of the hike so far has been uphill, gradual uphill, initially kind of steep. It's now kind of leveled off, and it's a bit rugged. There's numerous trees that are falling across the trail. Thorn bushes encroach close to the trail at times. However, the trail is well marked, and well, it seems to be well traveled as well. I know I'm here on a Tuesday, everybody else is at work. Suck it, those people who are at work. It's nice to be a contractor. I get to set my own hours at times, and when I want to work and when I don't want to work. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to it. Hope you guys are enjoying this glorious Tuesday, and I'll check in with you in a bit. Well, I didn't realize there is a fire tower on this loop. Now, there is a fire tower located on the trail between Cedar Falls and Ash Cave that you can climb up into. This one, however, as I'm walking up on it, I realize you're not allowed because there are steps missing, and they have a cable across the entrance. That's too bad. Although, looking at the wood from underneath, it's a little sus. Let's go over here to the information center. All right, 73 feet tall. Be responsible, be safe, be fire wise. All right, so this is the trail that we're hiking, at least a map of. Give you some idea, this is where we started at. We've hiked all the way and we're almost there. Like, I think we're right there. Location L. So where's L? Oh, there it is right there. Okay, like right there. So yeah, we're there. There's a little fire tower symbol. It's kind of scratched a bit, but that is technically we're at the place. Now I need to find if there is a sign-in area to sign in to hike the trail. But we'll be going up this way to complete the loop back around here. Bless me. Anyways, hiking the trail, coming up here, saw a bumblebee. It wasn't quite a yellow jacket, maybe it was a small yellow jacket, and one spider web across the trail. I hate spider webs. This is why I like hiking in colder weather. Less spider webs, less bugs. All right, well, let's go find this check-in center or whatever around here so I can continue my hike knowing that I have done my civic duty of checking in. I did not find a sign-in area like there is at the Zaleski Backpack Trail. All that was there was the fire tower that information booth, and some campsites and some latrines, which isn't too bad. It's a good place to camp and everything else, but the documentation of the literature I read before I came down here indicated that I would need to fill out a form to say, hey, I'm backpacking. And I understand that. They need to know who's using the trail, and something bad would happen, you know, how many's in my party and all that stuff. I have no problem with that. But apparently here, unless I find something else on the trail, which is unlikely because the next destination, I believe, is a little over 6 miles away, and it's my car. I had a little bit of a scare leaving the campsite just before filming. I reached up on my shoulder strap for my phone and it wasn't there. Oh, I was like, oh, I have to turn back and go back to the campsite. Fortunately, I checked my other pockets, and like I do in normal everyday life, I had my phone in my pocket. So just one of those things where, one, I gotta get in the habit of checking the campsite or the place I stopped at to make sure I didn't leave anything behind. And two, just get used to placing my few valuables in their correct locations so that I can find them easier and I can verify that I am good to go and I have everything on me. All right. Well, that's the update for now. I am still on the north-south loop split. Think of a figure eight. I'm in the middle of it. Soon, I think, the trail will diverge left and right. And to stay on the north trail, I will go left because I'm going clockwise. Oh, I'm sorry, right. Jeez, I'm a little dyslexic there. My apologies. I will be going right, not left. If I go left, then tacked on 10 miles to my hike. Don't want to do that. All right. Well, I'm going to get back to it. You guys continue to have a good day. The sun is coming out more and more. Still a bit breezy, still a bit chilly, but I'm going to get back to it. Well, we made it to Point J. So that's right here. We came from all the way here. This is where like the tower was and stuff. Came through here. Now we're at J. According to this map, we've gone 3.3 miles. Not bad. However, looking at this map, 1, 2, 1.1, 1, 1, and 1. It looks like I have 6.1 miles to go. Let's see here, 6.1 plus 3.3. Yeah, that's going to be more than 8 miles. Technically, it's going to be 9 miles, a little bit over 9. Anyways, still making good time today. This is a rough trail. This trail is not for a beginner. This is the route I came up over here. A few points of interest if you come out here to this trail. One, there are a lot of downed trees, down logs blocking the trail at various points, more specifically all through this area that I just hiked. The tree markings, the red has changed color. It's now like a very dull red, deep red, probably an old red, and the markings are few and far between in this section of the trail. There were multiple times where I had to kind of really look around to see if I can find a red marking to make sure I'm on the right trail and stuff. Last but not least, this area here around K before the split, they wanted to reroute the trail a bit, and it's not much, it's like 1/10 of a mile reroute. But the way they marked it was really confusing. The trees were all done up in red. Some trees were all done up in these red markings. They tried to spell like northbound, southbound, I think, in areas. And that wasn't even where the split was. Like I was really confused. I was like, okay, I'm looking around and I'm wondering which way am I supposed to go. I even broke out my phone, opened up the compass to make sure I was pointing in something of the right direction where, you know, I'm here on the map at K. I should be looking somewhere northwest. I was. So I was relatively confident. I'm like, okay, if I just continue this route, you know, going northwest past these marks, because I saw another red mark down the trail a bit, maybe that over there will be the split. And guess what? It was. However, once I got onto that part of the trail, the official start of the split here, I found myself going down a hill that was, again, poorly marked, but well, like it was almost like a maintenance road, an old maintenance road, but it was marked in red. And again, very faded, very few and far between. When I got to the bottom of the hill, come to find out, that was an old trail, or appeared to be an old trail, because when I was at the bottom of the hill and I was on the trail that now follows the stream, I turned back around to where I would normally, you know, if I would backtrack, I would go up the hill. Nope. I would continue on the stream according to the red markings. So apparently I missed the true trail, or the intended trail, to come off of the ridge to go down into this valley here. So that was like somewhere in here when I started hiking along the stream here. You can't really see it, but there's a stream here. So the markings are a little confusing at times, and there's a lot of downfall. So not a trail I would say a beginner should be on. Somebody like myself who has experience on trails like this, has, you know, the gear, has the time. I came out here with plenty of time to hike this, can navigate this successfully. However, if, you know, Ohio Department of Natural Resources is listening to this video, hey guys, not sure what your policy is and stuff out here and stuff, but just recommendation, this trail might need a little love in some areas, if you guys don't mind. I'm loving the trail and the fact that it is a rugged trail. There is some good ridge work on here. There's a lot more climbs and descents than there are at the other trails I've been to, which is what I'm kind of looking forward to before I start the Appalachian Trail. All right, with that said, I have taken my break. I have refueled with peanuts, a RX bar, and a little bit of Old Trapper John's beef jerky. And again, I'm not sponsored or anything like that, so disclaimer there. And I have rehydrated. So my goal for this next section is to make it up to, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, to G. So, sorry, 1, 2, 3, to G. That'll be 3.1 miles, leaving me with 3 miles back to the car on the trail. So I'll probably take a break at G. It looks like a road crossing there. So if I find anything interesting on the trail, looks like I got some ridge work to go for most of the 3 miles. I'll check in with you. Otherwise, hope you guys have had a great day, and I'll check you out on the trail. Welcome back. I made it to point G. Now I only have 3 miles back to the car, which is that way. The little plaque for G is right there. So I'm taking my 6.4 mile break, according to the map. Got 3 miles back to the car. Depending how I feel, there's a little bit of like a 1 mile extra loop. No hills, just flat is what it looks like. It goes about a half mile away and half mile back along the stream that the lake flows into. I might do that because I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good. This trail definitely is rugged. Still going to be on that. Some places it's not that well marked. So again, if you are just first heading out to do these state park trails and you're rather new at it, go with somebody who's a little bit more experienced. Just go with somebody else. Two heads are better than one, really. I'm out here solo, but I have 30 years experience. Not that I advocate that too much. I always like people with me when I'm hiking, but I also like hiking alone as well. It helps clear the head. Anywho, I am going to rehydrate, chew down some more of the Trapper John's jerky. Again, I am not sponsored and I am not endorsing. It's just what I have. Some peanuts, salted peanuts that I picked up, I think, at a convenience store sometime. They might be a little suspect on their age. Rehydrate some more, and then, yeah, finish out the 3 miles. Wasn't too bad of a hike to get to here, the 3.1 miles since the last check-in, the last break. Some good up and downs. I like it. I needed more up and downs before the AT. All right, I've rambled enough. I'm gonna go chow some stuff down for 5-10 minutes, and then I'm gonna get going. See ya. Hope you guys have a good day. Man, it's beautiful today. Whew. Oh, this is neat. So I'm just hiking here, still within the first mile after the last rest. And yeah, looks like 2 trees falling side by side here. One a little lower than the other, and somebody came in fairly recently and cut in steps. I like it. A good idea. There we go. Up and over. All right, getting back to it. All right, went from G to F. No climbs. It was downhill and just hiking through a ravine and along a stream the whole way. Somewhere in here was the steps. However, that is a bit of an up. Not much, but going from F to E, looks like I'm skirting around this hill, skirting around this hill, zigzagging up and going up this ridge. So there's going to be a climb right here. Sorry, there's going to be a climb right here. All right, take 2, because I kind of screwed up that last take. Anyways, I got done talking about this being a pretty easy going along. However, going from here to here, there's a climb here. And I got a little bit of a ridge work there, just kind of like alongside the hill. That's it right there, going up. So, anyways, 2 miles left until I'm back to the car. Let's see how this goes. Well, I'm at E, going to the map right there. Had to hike up a big old hill. Have a little bit more of a hill to hike up behind me. And then it switches back, according to the map I'm looking at here, downhill, maybe a little up and down at the very end, and then back at the car. 1 mile to go. I am officially out of water. However, at the car, there's a stream I can gather water and filter. So if I'm still feeling spry at the end of this, I might do that Blue Blaze Trail. It's called the Homestead Trail. And I'm looking at it here, calculating it up. It's not a 1 mile loop. It's more like a 2 mile loop. It's 0.7, 0.8, that's 1.5 plus a 0.4. Yeah, it's like 1.9, almost 2. Actually, it is going to be a little bit over 2 because part of the trail is a crisscross over again. So yeah, it's a little bit more than a 2-mile loop. But if, I'm feeling good and there's plenty of daylight left, which there should be, I'll probably do it. It doesn't look like there's hardly anything of a climb there. I might slack pack it. It's probably what I'll do. Just go without the backpack, carry some water, and that's it. All right, well, I'm gonna get to it. 1 mile back to the car. All right, I made it back to the car. As I was crossing this road right here to get back to the car, Park Services person stopped. Drove by, kind of stopped and started chatting with me. First thing he asked was how many trees are down. So he was keenly aware. I told him after the fire tower parking area, it was getting pretty bad all the way down into that valley where you cross the stream multiple times. He said that's ODNR's jurisdiction. The parks guys get close to like these actual parks here, like in this area and stuff. They try to maintain as much of this trail and this trail here as possible. But no, it was a good conversation. So good to hear that at least they saw me. I was obviously a backpacker. There's the backpack right down there and stuff, and stopped and chatted and to see what the status of the trail was. We recognize that the further back away from access roads and stuff, the harder it is to get equipment out there to clear the trees and maintain the trail and stuff. So that was a positive interaction. I like that. It's just a little bit after 5 o'clock. I got about an hour's worth of daylight left, and I got a 2-mile loop here. So this is 0.2, 0.5, that's 0.7. This is 0.8 around, so that's 1.5. Another 0.4 there, that's 1.9, and another 0.2 back. So that's 2.1. So 2.1 miles on top of the 9.4 miles that I just did on this trail here. So what, 11.5 miles for the day? And guess what? I am going to take the backpack with me. It might get a little dark when I return, but all the major climbs are done. Looking at this, I think there's a little bit of like just a little up and down, especially on this part right here. I probably will not do this switchback right here. I'll probably just do this whole loop right here, and that's it. All right, well, I'm gonna get to it. The bridge is right up there. That is the stream right there. And if you hear the buzzing noise on this audio, they have a generator running right over there. So, okay, cool. I'm going to get to it and get this hike done. All right, so I'm 0.7 miles away from the car. Just tripped there. Blue blazing it on what they call the Homestead Trail. This is going to add 2.1 miles to my already, what was it, 9.4? Is that where we landed on? 9.4, 9.3, somewhere in there. I think I calculated it out to be like 11 and a half miles. So let's call it 11 and a half miles because I had to get turned around in a few spots and had to backtrack. So 11.5 for the day. Not bad for a late start. I don't think I even got onto the trail until like quarter till noon, I want to say. I had an errand to run in Columbus this morning that I couldn't get out of. So that hence the reason why the late start. But it's been a good day for hiking. I really did enjoy the Park Services guy stopping and immediately asking about the trees down. Hope they do get some equipment back there and kind of clear it up a little bit. Hopefully make that trail a little safer for everybody else to use. I gotta say, The actual, they call it the Logan Trail, is what I hiked here in Tar Hollow State Park. I do hope that I have a chance after the AT to come back and see what the trail looks like in the fall, because I absolutely love hiking in the fall. Colors and everything else, and the fact there's just a few bugs. I hate bugs. That's my thing. I hate bugs. I am a natural bug magnet. They swarm me all the time. What do I want to do with this tree? Go over, under, go around. Bushwhack, yay! Now I go over, because it's easier. And then bushwhack, back onto the trail. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. But just a quick review on this trail, the Homestead Trail. It's a flat trail. There's no climb. It's a flat trail on both sides. You're walking basically next to a stream. It's that way currently. It's muddy in some spots. It's wide, it's just wide cleared like this. So trail runners are good. Tennis shoes are good. However, one warning. At the very end on the Homestead Trail, where you have to loop around and cross the stream, they don't have a bridge there. They have a bridge everywhere else. They don't have a bridge there. So, my Solomon's Quest 4 boots did their job. They look wet, but they're not. My feet are perfectly dry. So, yeah. Cool beans. Hope you guys had a great day. My phone has been in and out of service all day hiking. You know, go figure. You know, I'm stuck between, you know, hills, steep hills in the hiking region of Ohio. So once I get free and clear of this, I think there's like 20 text messages. My friends are looking for me to respond. Something about going to the Dungeons and Dragons movie early screening for those who have Amazon Prime. I don't know, that's what I read on the text messages. So when I get back in service and I'm able to safely text, I don't like to text and drive. Be safe, don't be stupid people. No texting and driving. I will see what they can do for me, because apparently a couple of them already bought tickets. All right, well, again, I'm signing off. It's been a great 11.5 miles of hiking today. I will catch you guys next time. And remember, subscribe, hit that like button, yada, 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 yada. Hashtag Agile on the Trail.